guys.
Hello, everyone, and of course, welcome to Red United TV. It's your boy Ivorian Spice, and we are back at it with another podcast, a Manchester United podcast. It is the Catch Up Volume 139, and your weekly Manchester United podcast on YouTube. Make sure you guys subscribe, smash that like button, and share across all social media platforms. Make sure you get your comments in the chat as well, and continue to, of course, press that membership button. And of course, share across all social media platforms as we're here to discuss Manchester United possible sale of Scott McTominay, and of course the match in full view. Manchester United losing against Brighton, which really hurts me, guys, and I'm still pissed off. I'm still pissed off, but after digesting, after a couple of days after you realize and you reflect on the match and you calm down, you realize why you lost. As well, there is news on Jadon Sancho and Hannibal Mejbri. So, guys, chill, relax, and let's get straight into it. And of course, today's a special edition because, of course, the man are not here. It's all on me to deliver you guys the news. But you guys, we're gonna have fun as always. I've been doing this for a very long time. I know how we can have our fun and enjoy this. But make sure you guys smash that like button, guys. Get his thoughts in the comments and let me know what you think as we run the story. But let's start it off, first of all. But as I said before, guys, subscribe, follow Red United TV on Instagram, and of course, follow myself personally on X, which is Ivorian_Spice. But let's get straight into it, man. Brighton versus Manchester United. It is Brighton 2, Manchester United 1. First of all, let's start with the overall thought, because again, I was saying earlier on, before you guys tuned in, for those just tuning in, after digesting the match after a couple of days, watching the highlights, I was very emotional after the game because we lost the game in good old fashioned stoppage time, lazy defending, players of us sleeping, lazy, which is not good enough. But if you think about the whole entire match, I said it before, Manchester United didn't really deserve to lose against Brighton. We was in it throughout the game. Pretty much at times we was in it. Even when we scored the potential winning goal, what got disallowed, We were still in it. But then again, Brighton saw that opportunity to just, you know what, let's capitalize, build the momentum, and score the winning goal. But let's start off with the first off against Brighton. Big up Shakur as well, who's just tuning in evening, wanting to know why has Agate not come to Manchester yet. Yes, Shakur, you saw that. If you guys, make sure you guys follow Red United TV 1 on Instagram. You watched the video that I posted on McTominay yesterday, stating that, of course, Napoli's agreed to deal. And I've also mentioned this also paves way for Agate to come in. The money that's going to be claimed from the McTominay sale. So, Shakur, Agate is pending. Just wait on it. But back to the game against Brighton. Talking about the first half, where Manchester United, you know what? In the first 10, 15 minutes against Brighton, and then, man, Brighton at the beach because we got scored, we got shattered on. In that, let me get my notes. Let me just get my notes. So I got my notes for that game. First 15 minutes, Manchester United, we wasn't at our best. We was trying to get ourselves into the game, which at times we struggled to get ourselves into the game. But once we got going, we was all right. There was positive in that game in terms of our pattern of play, which was quite evident in that game against Brighton, and especially after the first 15 minutes where we was the 1-2s, trying to get players on the overlap. Mason Mount running around, buzzing around, closing. And of course, Manchester United created those opportunities. And those opportunities came when Ahmad, beautiful play, happened to have the opportunity to square it into Marcus Rashford. But again, made the wrong decision. And I think that's the problem that we have. We have players who make the wrong decisions. Whether that's Marcus Rashford, even Ahmed Diallo as well is guilty of it, because we've seen it a couple of times when he's meant to square it in, he happens to make the wrong pass. And that's what we have. And then Ahmed as well giving Rashford the wrong pass, which at that time actually we're in a beautiful position to score from that opportunity. But you just never know, because it was Marcus Rashford who was going to get that pass on into a through ball into that space. Whether he was going to score it, because it could have been a one-on-one opportunity against Steele, he may have missed. But Manchester United in that first half, after that opportunity that Ahmed slipped in, make sure you guys subscribe, smash that like button, and share across all social media platforms. Become a member as we roll on through the show. Make sure you guys stay on, because we do have McTominay to talk about with the Napoli deal. So back to the first half, the opportunity that was given to Rashford. But Manchester United as well, like I said before, the passing was good. At times, the pressing was good, especially when Mount was there. The one thing I can give credit to, Mount has enabled us to be able to press. But again, there's still a lot of work to be done with the pressing. The first goal we conceded, again, I said it in my match reaction, lazy people, players were sleeping. Where Casemiro himself was in that position where, Maguire was screaming to Casemiro, for those who can remember, screaming at Casemiro to just get into position. I wish I can, guys, show you the pictures and the still frames, but I don't have that technology, so you're going to have to work with me. The cross that went in, and then Maguire allowed it to just go straight into Mitoma. For Mitoma to just that low cross straight down for Welbeck to finish in. Maguire, I think, was bad positioning from him. So we already know that we can probably blame Maguire in this situation. And then Martinez wasn't far away from him, because he as well was sleeping. He was a yard or two away, not marking Welbeck, not picking up his run. And Casemiro as well, who left that hole in defense and allowed Welbeck to just be free to slide in and tap it in to make it 1-0 to Brighton. And that time there, again, it goes back to defending. The concentration level wasn't good enough. This is me, guys, reflecting on that game. Because, again, I still think that we should have not lost that game. We should have took something at least some point. We concede, and it's 1-0. But that's, again, Manchester United tried to gain back confidence after conceding a goal. And it was half-time. It was 1-0 to Brighton. Second half, Man United started off well, creating opportunities, especially when they made the change with Mount coming off, Garnacho coming on, Xerxes. So it was, who was it? Mount and I think Mount came off of Garnacho, Xerxes. If I can't remember from the top of my head who came on for Xerxes, but I think it was Rashford. I can't remember. It wasn't Ahmed because Ahmed equalized. I feel like it was for Rashford. I don't know, but it was. If it was, yeah, Rashford coming on and which he deserved to come off. I mean, Xerxes and Garnacho helping the play and helping the attack, the build-up play as well, and Ahmed as well, spectacularly got that ball, ran into and took on his man, cut in, and then took a shot which was a deflection, but still went in and scored that goal, which was great because, of course, he was celebrating and honoring that goal to his stepmom who passed away the night before. It was a great goal by Ahmed, but then the concentration level as well for Manchester United because they played well after they scored and equalized because Brighton as well, the momentum went down. They weren't really feeling themselves. Then after that, we scored a goal. And bear in mind, guys, we did equalize immediately when we conceded that first goal, which I forgot to mention when Rashford equalized, but he was offside. But Manchester United getting that goal again, which was disallowed with Garnacho, which was brilliant play again for Manchester United. There is signs that we are creating opportunities and we're creating good chances and we're playing some decent football, good football. So there is a build up there, but it's a lot of play. I mean, a lot to work on, especially in training. So Garnacho gets fed in by Bruno Fernandes, who picks him up and then crosses it in. And then, do you know what? Which is unfortunate because Xerxes already slid in. And it wasn't his fault. He couldn't stop himself. He couldn't be like, whoa, wait, I don't want to touch that ball just in case I'm offside. But he was offside. It was offside. It just happens to be. And it was just unfair for the referee to take it as offside. Like, if you take things into consideration, the guy slid early before Garnacho took a shot because it was going to go into the back of the net without Xerxes even taking without the ball deflecting off of Xerxes because he couldn't help himself because he already slid in. So think about it in that content. And I know that referees can take content into matter when it comes to VAR for interpretation of whether it was offside. I know they could have overturned it. Again, it's another game where VAR screw us and happened to us last season as well. Rashford, Højlund, goals. So we're used to it. We are used to it. Big up to Early Doors Football TV says big up Red. Big up to you too as well. Let me just get that comment up as well. Big up Early Door. Hope you subscribe as well. But yes, as I was saying, they decided it was offside. I was pissed because we was doing well in that situation. And then we was happy to take a point. Substitutions were made. Maguire came off. De Ligt came on. McTominay came on for Bruno Fernandes, which shocked everyone because you're thinking to the manager, every Ten Hag, it is 1-1. You're taking off your most creative player, Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes, you're taking him off. How dare you, bro? It's criminal. For Scott McTominay, no, you keep on Bruno. If you want to bring on Scott to score a winning goal header, you can do that, but take off someone else. You know, sacrifice mainly if you have to, or Casemiro, because that's what you usually do. But to take off McTominay for Bruno when you need the goal, which cost us as well, De Ligt coming on, and there was no organization with defense because if you in this last 9 seconds of added time when Simon Adingra came on for Brighton, and again Simon Adingra reads the situation really well because he done it for Ivory Coast against Nigeria when whatever his name is, that left back Anya was injured. Apparently, that's what he said. Got done up dirty, and then got done him up dirty. And it was from a set piece as well that it came from. But Adingra got the ball and crossed it in to pick out João Pedro, who was free, and that again was lazy defending. Criminal at times. I have to say this defense, the organization, lack of organization, lack of communication. I don't know whether it's the new system with the zonal / marking your man kind of thing. There's probably a bit of confusion, and I know it can get better throughout the season. It will be worked on, but early doors right now in the second match, it just shows that we are vulnerable at the moment when it comes to these situations. So definitely we need to work on it so we can eradicate that, and it will never happen again. But Manchester United to lose the game in the 90th minute. Of course, this is Ten Hag's sixth game he's lost in 90 minutes. Reported and from Sky Sports, who happened to put that post in their Instagram. Bunumans as well. Bunumans. What a break. Continue smashing that like button, guys, and share across all social media platforms as we talk about the Manchester United game against Brighton. So yeah, tactically, Manchester United set themselves up well. The way we played was good. There was positive. Like I said before, there was positive. I can't sit here and say, "Nah, we played shit." No, we didn't play shit. There was positive in that game, in the way we played, our style of play. It was evident for us to see. It's just inconsistent, and players as well made the wrong decision. Talk about players now. Marcus Rashford. Let's talk about him, because the question is, what is going on with Marcus Rashford? Again, this is his third or fourth game he's played from the Community Shield to the first game of this is his third game, and again he's played poorly. He's played poorly. He wasn't involved in the game. Every take on he took against Brighton's fullback, he lost. He lost it in terms of trying to be involved into plays, etc., exchanging and adding to the attacking phase of the game. He wasn't there. He wasn't good at it. There's something wrong with Marcus Rashford, and I don't know. No matter which coach you have, I just don't think he can get the best out of him. Him being involved in the play is not him. Running onto space with using his pace, that's more him. So you're looking at counter-attacking football. And then the way Manchester United are going at the moment, want to play possession-based football, attacking as well, transitions. I don't think he'll be for Marcus Rashford, because he doesn't have the intelligence to play this way. So there he's technically holding us back. So we're looking at the situation of Garnacho needs to come on against Liverpool and replace him, guys. Smash that like button and share across all social media platforms. But as I was saying before, Rashford has just been, it was shit in that game against Brighton. And he needs to reflect on himself. And the manager needs to drop him and needs to grow some balls, big man. No did he. Ten Hag, grow some balls and drop Rashford and show him that he needs to improve himself. Maguire, the mistakes that he made, especially in the first goal, costly. And again, play the lit. Like, why are you hiding, Ten Hag? Just play the lit. Amad Diallo, thank you. Bruno Fernandes was no-show again. As I said earlier, my man in the match, I had no one but donkey of the match, Rashford. And let's move straight up to the news, because we've got a lot of things to talk about. Smash that like button, guys, and share across all social media platforms as we get into the next news, next phase, which is the other segment, which is Scott McTominay as Napoli agrees a deal for Scott McTominay. Let's go and share that screen. I'm going to go straight into it. Let's get straight into it. As you can see there, guys, earlier on, let me make sure my screen is right. You can see it right there. Early on yesterday, David Austin tweeted out exclusive: Napoli agrees deals with Manchester United for Scott McTominay, subject to all parties being satisfied on players' terms. 30 million future sales, important for Manchester United for the FFP rules. Like I said before, the compliance. We've got situations. We've got money problems as well. Man Utd's potential signings would be aided by the 27-year-old exit. So again, like I said, Shakur, Manchester United, this sale, of course, will be aided to the incoming of Manuel Ugarte. So again, it's good. It's good news. Scott McTominay leaving Manchester United for Napoli. I believe a deal around £25 million has been agreed, including future sales add-on. So it probably potentially will reach or just go over £30 million. And let me just scroll up. Look at that. Fabrizio Romano himself tweeted, and this was yesterday, Napoli are closing in on Scott McTominay deal, not linked to Billy Gilmore, as negotiation remains separate. New bids over 30 million accepted by Manchester United, and talks moving to the final stage. Also on player sides, and Sky Sports as well confirmed that Manchester United have agreed a deal with Napoli and other outlets as well. And I believe that, of course, Scott McTominay maybe have already decided he's packed his bag, he's ready to move on. Look at it. MUFC MPB as well tweeted that breaking Napoli agreed with Manchester United for Scott McTominay. The deal is subject to all parties being satisfied on players' terms. The transfer fees is around 30 million euros, with future sales, of course, at David Ornstein. And to be honest with you guys, it's good. One thing I have to say with Scott McTominay, I know I said it before, I've always dissed him. McMayo Light, I've called him a lot of stuff, McSauce, McWaste, all these kind of stuffs, But really and truly, he is a player that's played for Manchester United and given his all and his heart, passion. He embodies everything about Manchester United, being a Manchester United Academy graduate and stepping up. He knows that he is not as talented as other players, but he always puts in that hard shifts and that hard work. And I have to commend him for that. I have to respect him for that. But then again, where Manchester United want to go, Scott McTominay just can't do it for us. Again, he's always hiding. McShadow, as to call him. He hides. He never makes himself available for the pass. Technically, he's not good enough as well. It's the only thing that he's been doing is scoring and popping up in good positions to score important goals for Manchester United and also his country. But yeah, it's still not good enough. We need better. And let me go straight into the BBC, because BBC as well put out themselves regarding Scott McTominay. Right there, Napoli agree fee with Manchester United for McTominay. Simon Stone, he rated it, and saying that Napoli has agreed a fee in the region of 25.4 million with Manchester United for the midfielder Scott McTominay. Although personal terms are still to be agreed, and McTominay is yet to agree to the move to Italian Serie A side. It's the second successive year have shown a willingness to sell the academy graduate. Remember, guys, last season we wanted to sell him to West Ham. Earlier on in August, United did reject 20 million bid from Fulham for Scotland's midfielder international. Last season, to 27-year-old McTominay turned down the chance to, of course, join West Ham. Ended up with 32 Premier League appearances. Sorry, guys. And scoring even scoring 7 goals for United. He also started the FA Cup final victory against Manchester City. I can't believe he started that game as well, which we won. And the terms, he has been used as a substitution in both Premier League games recently. And I know that Eric Ten Hag himself wants to keep Scott McTominay. And Russ, stop it, because he's been putting him on in all those games. It's 3 months. I think he's trying to convince Ineos that, you see Scott McTominay, huh? He can add something to the squad, huh? You saw last season, huh? Just a gym, huh? Please, don't sell Scott McTominay, huh? Nah, man, bun it, bruv. Go, move on. We don't want you. We have to move on. Seriously, we have to move on. And back to Scott McTominay, definitely he has to make the agreement. I don't want to hear no rejection. Big up as well, Stephanie. Says big up Ivorian, and big up Stephanie as well. I wonder how you feel after that game against Brentford, that loss. You have guys 6 likes, 12 watching. Come on, guys, get the likes up. Smash that like button. Subscribe to Red United TV as we move it on to, of course, from Scott McTominay to Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho. You gotta love talking about Jadon Sancho, you know. Jadon Sancho, what can I say? Let me go straight into it because I don't want to waste you guys' time. Let me find the news earlier on regarding Jadon Sancho. Because it was reported that Jadon Sancho early yesterday, Fabrizio Romano, he tweeted out that Jadon Sancho potentially could be in talks with Juventus, as Juventus have been in talks with Manchester United. Looking at a deal strike, they've, like I said earlier on, they have been in talks with the player himself. Because you guys know in the last couple of days, Jadon Sancho has been linked to Juventus. Let me just find the tweet from Fabrizio Romano, which is taking a hell of a lot of time. Come on, Fabrizio, bro. I think he tweeted this out yesterday. Come on, bro. Let me get my. Guys, I don't know what's going on with this thing, but yeah. As I was saying, guys, with the Jadon Sancho, as I was saying earlier on, yep, there's a potential sell for Jadon Sancho, and including Chelsea, a swap deal, which involves Raheem Sterling, because I've been hearing a lot of news coming that Raheem Sterling could be a potential swap. I don't know how you guys feel about that. But let me start it off with Sancho. If I can find that tweet from bloody hell, man. Fabrizio Romano, he tweets a lot. He keeps retweeting the same tweets back and forth. I've had enough, man. Seriously, big man. Just do a tweet. Just do an Ornstein and do that tweet one time and keep it moving. Look how hard it is to find it. Yes, guys, I found it. I found it. Let me share my screen. There he is right there. Look at him. He even, Romano, reposted it. He reposted it. Look at that. More on Jadon Sancho, as reported in the recent days, it's 100% open with an exit considering concrete possibility in the final 7 days. Manchester United received an approach from Juventus, as reported yesterday. Direct contact. Jadon's open to leaving United, and I said it earlier on that Jadon Sancho has even removed majority of his. Let me switch to side. Majority of his Manchester United posts, he's just kept it straight to his Dortmund. You just think that he's a Dortmund player, honestly speaking. You would think Jadon Sancho is in his feelings, acting light skinned, smooth and soft. SWOFT, soft, bruv. Enzo Amore kind of thing. I thinking, bro, you're always in your feelings, bruv. Calm the hell down, man. It's not that deep. Look at that. And then, of course, as well, MUFC CMB also tweeted that Chelsea could include Raheem Sterling and Ben Chilwell in a swap offer for Jadon Sancho. This coming from DiMarzio. Look at that. Scott McTominay has already accepted the Napoli and their project. Details discussed about the payoff. Similar to Wan-Bissaka, this is a mixed part to the fixed plus personal terms, says Fabrizio Romano on Scott McTominay. Let me get some more news on Jadon Sancho himself, because there was a tweet earlier on. Look at all this news. Again, Chelsea are hoping for Manchester United may be interested in a Jadon Sancho Raheem Sterling swap deal. Would you guys take Raheem Sterling for an exchange for Jadon Sancho? I think wait, you need to put some money on that, because we need money first of all. We need the money, so you must give us at least 30 to 40 million plus Jadon Sancho. I mean, plus Raheem Sterling, then we'll be all right. Again, back to Jadon Sancho. Said Manchester United are set to hold a formal discussion with Juventus over the possible sales of Jadon Sancho. A private jet is scheduled to take off from Manchester to Turin today, with Juve's firm interest in Sancho. And I hope it does happen. I hope the deal happens. And again, look at that. Raheem Sterling is open to joining Manchester United should the move materialize. No official talks are taking place yet. And it's still early stages. It's still early stages. I hope if we was to get Sterling, because Sterling will be happy. I'll be honest with you guys. Sterling is a Manchester United fan, born and bred, and I think this would be a dream move for him. And I think he can add something to the club, something to the team as well. He's a title winner. He's been winning Manchester City. He hasn't really won at Chelsea, but he's fading away from the starting lineup, and he's coming close to his 30. So we need someone that's, let's say, mature for their age, who makes the right decision. And Sterling could be that guy. I wouldn't oppose to getting Raheem Sterling. He's a good player. He's always been a good player. I just don't think it's working out at Chelsea. He's a threat. And then again, rest in peace to his friend Gordon Erickson, who passed away at the age of 76. It hurts. And then, guys, let's move it straight into Hannibal Mejbri, because that as well is the next topic. Hannibal Mejbri to Manchester, to Burnley, which has been agreed. A loan is close to being agreed as well. So Burnley are still pursuing a deal for Hannibal Mejbri. Discussion continues over the structure, a deal and a sell-on clause. And let me go find Fabrizio Romano's post. He as well, look at this. Raheem Sterling's priority to resolve contract situation, the queries, no interest from Aston Villa. As I was saying before, yep. Burnley are interested in a loan with mandatory to buy clause for Hannibal Mejbri. Talks have started. No, not closed, agreed yet, as terms of the deal are not the one expected, but Burnley have reached out to Manchester United and the player's side. And then Fabrizio Romano tweeted later on that Burnley have reached verbal agreement to sign Hannibal Mejbri for Manchester United. Medical tests taking place today as the club deal done on loan with a mandatory buy clause almost there. And we've been hearing that he's already done his medical has been completed. Let me find that for you. Let me come out of Twitter and then go straight to the Sun's article. Again, guys, private jet booked for my guy Jadon Sancho's out. Here it is right there. How Man United agreed to sell Wonder Kid Hannibal Mejbri to Championship club in shock permanent transfer. Mejbri, as I said earlier on, who came to Manchester United at a young age. We spent a lot of money on Mejbri, Let's be honest with you guys. There's 15 of you guys watching. Make sure you continue smashing that like button as well. Share across all social media platforms. Let me know what your thoughts on today's game. Stephanie says, Hannibal to replace Sanderberg for then Ivorian. Yeah, Hannibal to replace Sanderberg. And I hope he can get some minutes, and start. But as I was saying, guys, regarding Hannibal Mejbri, who came to Manchester United at a young age, which we spent money on him. I think he came from Monaco. Spent a lot of money at a young age, and we thought he was going to be the next best thing in terms of midfield. It just happened to not work out, and it's sad because when he went on loan to Birmingham and done well, came back, you would have thought he would have got minutes at Manchester United, but Ten Hag never bought into him. And at times when he played as well, he performed. He was showing. I think there was one game where he's ran the most. There was some passes and flashes of brilliance as well, but it just never worked out. The loan against that he went to Seville, it never worked out, and it's just sad. I'm just thinking some of the loan players. I mean, some of the young players that we bought and that's come to a club and we've hyped up just never worked out. Look at Angel Gomez, never worked out. To Ansebe, Mengi, it just never worked out. It happens in life. We got Harry MS that's coming through. Let's hope that works out. Kobe Mainoo has worked out. But back to Hannibal. In the news, look at him last season. 6 games. Never worked out. Sevilla. 6 games. 4 chances created. 0 goals. 48 passes. It just didn't work out. But Hannibal is due to undergo his medical on Monday ahead of completing the move, according to transfer guru Fabrizio Romano. The deal was described as almost there as the midfielder enters the final year of his United contract after signing a 1-year extension in December. He joined United's youth Simpson from Monaco, I said before, in 2019. I was right. He made 13 teams appearances for the club, scoring 1 in a 3-1 defeat to Brighton last season. Brighton again. Hannibal's sale will be banked as a pure profit on his book value after 5 years at the club is now the same as an academy player. So it's pure profit, guys, which is very important for the books. So Manchester United go look. I reckon Manchester United will be looking to buy one more player after Ugarte, guys. Although Hannibal was signed in a deal worth £4.2 million, raising to £8 million in additional add-on, it counts as a homegrown asset, and it would help them comply with the profit sustainability rules next year. Capped 27 times by Tunisia, Hannibal spent the entirety of 2022-2023 campaign on loan at Birmingham City, like I said before. While he made 10 appearances on the Eric Ten Hag, the Dutchman felt it was best to send Stoller away again. Then he joined Seville, which never worked out. Played 6 games. And remember, they had an option to permanently sign Hannibal for 17 million, and that never worked out. That really never worked out. It's just not good enough. It is just not good enough when it comes to Manchester United. Big up to Stephanie that says Stephanie says Hannibal always shows passion and got stuck in. And Hannibal goals versus Brighton was a oyster. But yes, guys. And yeah. But yes, regarding Hannibal, I wish him the best of luck. Sancho, I think it's time for him to go. It really is, guys. You guys let me know in the comments and chats as well. For those who are watching as well in the playback, let me know. But yeah, that is it, guys. This has come to the end of the show. This is everything I have to say for you. Guys, remember, live Sunday, watch along Liverpool. It's going to be peak. It's going to be peak. Liverpool. Will Dillet start his first game and it happens to be Liverpool? Will he even be ready against Liverpool? Will Manchester United have a style of play against Liverpool that is going to be dominant throughout the whole 90 minutes? You know, will everything come together against Liverpool? We shall see on Sunday. Remember, guys, live, I think either 10 past 4, I think it's a 4:30 kickoff. Or I might start at 4 p.m., start 30 minutes early. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll start 30 minutes early so we can get into the preview and talk about what potentially could happen. But yeah, guys, it is what it is, man. Make sure you guys smash that like button. It's been one good show. It's a show where it's bank holiday. All the man names are doing their thing. They're all on holiday as well, so we'll probably be back to normal next week, Monday, with the man them. But it's been good. We'll see you next week for the catch-up. Volume 140 on Monday, 8 p.m. Live again on Sunday. And make sure you guys subscribe to Red United TV on, of course, YouTube. And, of course, follow Red United TV on Instagram. Remember, there are news that I post up on Instagram, special snippets and all that kind of stuff, latest news and other posts. So make sure you follow Red United TV on Instagram, Red United TV 1. Follow me personally, Ivorian_Spice, and follow Red United TV on Twitch. And Stephanie also says before we go, let's beat Liverpool and get our season back on track. You know, is it doomsday for Eric Ten Hag? 2 games in the Premier League. Should we be panicking, guys? You guys let me know. Till next time. Peace. See you on Sunday.